Hello everyone, and I am back with a book haul. I'm trying to figure out like what can we the underside of my mantle is not painted, which like I knew, but I feel like because you can see it from this angle, maybe I should paint it. The banister, oh, they clearly used like some latex paint and did not prep. I can tell by looking at that bike. I'm not a painter, but I can tell the banister is not prepped. And the cats, because Oscar likes to jump on it to get onto the mantle, or like to at like the end there's like a 4x4 thing, and ooh, but the carpet on there is like new, so I'm scared to paint it, like paint the banister, repaint it, but I might have to this summer. I don't know, it's driving me crazy. So, but I will do it properly. Anyways, that's not what you're here for, but maybe I should paint that when I do that. Hopefully properly, because I actually like the black fireplace. Anyways, so I'm here with a book haul. I have not bought a ton of books. I bought 9 books in like the first 3 months of the year. It's actually it's like early to mid-March right now, but I don't plan on buying any books in March, so I figured I could film this now while I have time and my hair is clean. So yeah, I went a long time before washing it today. Ooh, it was rough. Anyways, so I bought 9, like I said, 9 books. 4 had been previously read. 3 were really 6 were pre-orders, and then 3 were, I'm rewarding myself when I lose weight. So, were weight loss rewards. So I decided to I got a gift card, and, I earned 3, so I thought I would do that. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is just like every time I get like 2 or 3 reward books or whatever, I have like my rewards planned for each goal. They're not all books, but most of them are. So, you know, but yes, I am trying. I can't remember if I actually said in my goals video that I wanted to keep my book spending under $500, but that is what I am trying to keep it at. And that includes like the gift cards. I'm including that. So first, let's talk about the oldest pre-order that I even forgot I had. So these do not count because I paid for these last year. Like, I'm pretty sure I ordered these when I was still in my apartment. And that is the next, like the second trilogy in the Poison or Study series by Maria V. Snyder. So Shadow Study, Dawn Study, and Night Study. These match the books I own the first 3. I am just going to, because I already own copies of these, I am going to just put these upstairs on my alternate editions shelf. I may eventually get rid of the other editions of these. I think I'm going to keep my Poison Study, like the first trilogy, because that's like a special place in my heart, you know. But even though I've definitely read these books from the library, at least the first one, the first time, so I don't know. But I did get these. These were from Fairy Loot. These were, I don't think these have anything. Oh no, they do. So there's some art on the cover, and they are signed. I don't even know if I ever looked at the first ones. There's nothing on the dust jackets though. Dawn Study, and then Shadow Study, which is like the most beautiful green. So, and finishing reading these 3 books is on my series goals for the year. So I don't know, but I will probably read the paperbacks that I already have. So yes. Next are the other pre-orders that I did in a more like reasonable time frame. So they are The Endless War by Danielle, Elle, Jensen. These are like the Del Rey editions. This is the second book in the second duology in like the Bridge Kingdom series. This is the last one I have read. Did I pre-order the first book in the third duology? Yes. Also, I have an Audible again right now, and I'm thinking about getting these books on Audible. I don't know. I'm considering. I just have Audible because they offered to me for like 3 or 4 months for 99 cents a month. And I said, sure, Audible, I'll take your money and listen to some Cara Bastone Audible exclusive novellas. So yes, I've already read this on Kindle Unlimited, but now I have them all in physical copies, which is what I wanted. Next is, so that one I've read obviously, is Carving Shadows into Gold by Brigid Kemmerer, which is the second book in this series. And I believe it is a trilogy is what it's going to be, just like this is kind of a spin-off-ish of the Cursebreakers trilogy. The first one is Forging Silver into Stars, which I actually reread in January in preparation for this, but then I got too scared because of there was a long wait between these 2 books. And so I was like, oh, like, what do I do? Like, waiting for the third one, and I feel like it's gonna destroy me. I do plan on reading it this year, but I am not going to read it as quickly as I was originally planning on, but I'm very excited. I love the first one. I loved it just as much the second time around. I'm a huge fan of Brigid Kemmerer. But yes, so excited to have that. And then I got The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy, which is one of my most anticipated releases of the year as well. I've not read this yet. I'll probably read it in the next month or so. But yes, I'm very excited. I've heard like some good things, like just like casually seeing around because this came out relatively recently. I'm very intrigued to see where this romance goes. I believe this is going to be the final book in this. Is this one? I think this is Campus Diaries. Is that what this thing is called? Yes, Campus Diaries. And is like a spin-off of the off-campus books. So, yes. And then our 3 books, these are rewards, which all of my books that are rewards are books I have read previously and I just don't own physical copies of. So I'm not adding to my TBR. So first, I'm actually currently rereading this duology on audio, which is how I read it the first time. And I love because it has music in it. And that is Falling Out of Hate with You and Falling Into Love with You by Rowe. And I'm almost done with my reread of Falling Out of Hate with You. I listen to it most nights before I go to bed for just a little bit, you know, like while I'm like brushing my teeth, getting my lunch ready for the next day, that kind of thing. This is a duology about these 2 musicians, Lilah and Savage Adrian, and he is much more popular than her, and she ends up becoming an opener on his tour, and they're both attracted to each other, but like through a series of miscommunications, they end up like fighting and bickering, and then eventually have like a fake dating situation. And of all of Lauren Rowe's books that feature music, this has my favorite music. Now, don't get me wrong, Smitten is adorable, is wonderful, and the song from that is great as well. But this one is just elite. I love the music here. Lauren Rowe does a great job of doing music and everything in her books. So I needed to add these to my shelf. These are actually my first like physical copies of Lauren Rowe books too, which is crazy. Everything I have read by her, I have read on audio. So I did pre-order and have on audio, which worked out because I got that Audible subscription again. Finding Home, which is her newest release, and I just have not listened to it yet. And that is another singer from this world, like this larger Lauren Rowe verse. All the books I've read by her are definitely set place in the same world and have some interrelated characters and stuff. And then the last one is Asking for It by Lilah Pace. I still want to know who Lilah Pace is because she's not writing anymore. And this was a pseudonym. And I just loved this book so much. I didn't love Begging for It as much, so I don't feel the need to buy that, honestly. I will probably just read this book as like a standalone forever because it reads as a standalone fine. But this book is so good. Definitely like seek out content warnings and everything, because both of these characters have like a preferred, like, is it a kink? Like, not like, I don't know. Where it's about non-consent, and they end up connecting and pursuing that and then falling in love, and I absolutely adore this book. But yes, I would love to know who Lilah Pace is as an author so that I could potentially read her other books, or maybe I have read her other books and I hate them or something, I don't know. But yes, she wrote this series, and then she wrote another series that I never read. And then she never wrote again as Lilah Pace. So I don't know. Yes, the advisory on here says it deals explicitly with fantasies of non-consensual sex. Reader-sensitive portrayals of non-consensual sex should be advised. So see the back of the book for more warning details, which contain spoilers. Yes, so there's like a warning in the back here. But yes, everything that occurs in this book between these two characters is consensual, but it's them like pursuing the idea of non-consent with each other. So, yes. Plus, like, especially with the, oh, my hair just like got caught on my sweater. With the way things have been going lately, I've always been a huge fan of owning media. I still buy like DVDs and Blu-rays. I have a DVD player. If you haven't seen, I think I mentioned it in a video or two, like I own a VHS too, like VHS players. I have a TV with one, and I actually have a VHS player. But I think it's really important to actually own physical media. And I know that there's been like a lot of drama around Kindle lately. I'm not like fully educated on it or anything, but it just made me especially feel like, especially for like something like this, I like didn't want to lose the opportunity to own it for some reason. So yeah, that was pretty important to me. But yes, so those are the books that I hauled, and I'm really happy that I didn't go crazy. Like, other than the 3 Poison Study books that I like completely forgot about, this year I've only purchased 6 books, and of those I had already read 4. So that's great. And honestly, like the Charlie method and carving shadows into gold should definitely get read this year, and fingers crossed I pull through and I read the study series, finish the study series this year. So I think a lot of these will get read, which is also good. I'm not trying to add to my TBR, it's already massive. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.